To the latest on President Trump returning home overnight from a summit of allied leaders as the administration disputes a leaked intelligence report that found the strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities only set the program back a few months. Our chief Washington correspondent John Carl is at the White House. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Michael. This morning, the Iran ceasefire appears to still be holding. President Trump says there could be face-to-face talks between the U.S. and Iran next week. But this morning, we are also hearing for the first time since the attacks from Iran's supreme leader. He is claiming a great victory for Iran that has delivered a severe blow to America. This morning, President Trump is back in Washington after a whirlwind NATO summit in the Netherlands, facing questions about what happens next with Iran. Before he left Europe, he said the United States will meet with Iran next week. But as of this morning, it appears no meeting has yet been scheduled.
We're going to talk to them next week with Iran. We may sign an agreement. I don't know. To me, I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, they had a war, they fought. Now they're going back to their world. I don't care if I have an agreement or not.
A nuclear deal with Iran, he said, is no longer crucial because he says the U.S. strikes have completely and totally obliterated the Iranian nuclear program.
It was very, very successful. It was called obliteration.
The president adamantly rejected a preliminary report by the Defense Intelligence Agency that said the U.S. damaged the Iranian nuclear program but didn't completely destroy it, possibly only setting it back a matter of months. The Defense Intelligence Agency put out a statement calling its report, quote, a preliminary low-confidence assessment, not a final conclusion. The agency says it will take days to weeks to know the true extent of the damage done. But the president insists he already knows.
I said, Iran will not have nuclear. Well, we blew it up. It's blown up to kingdom come.
The president pointed to an Israeli assessment, even reading it aloud to reporters, which concludes that the U.S. bunker buster bombs that hit Iran's main nuclear enrichment facility in Fordo, quote, destroyed the site's critical infrastructure and rendered the enrichment facility inoperable. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are still waiting for more details. A classified briefing yesterday was postponed. Senators will be briefed today, House members tomorrow.
There's a difference between severe damage and obliteration and just 2 months. And I want to know how much we set back in days or months or years.
Just a short while ago, we heard from Iran's supreme leader. He delivered a televised address in Iran claiming a great victory for Iran in this battle. He says that the United States, quote, gained nothing from this war. The Islamic Republic emerged victorious and delivered a harsh slap to America's face. Needless to say, Michael, that message will not be received well here in the United States and does seem to fly in the face of the facts.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a response to that coming up later, John. But John, what is the bottom line? How much damage was actually done?
Look, whether you say it was obliterated or severely damaged, set back, this did a lot of damage to Iran's nuclear program. According to one very well-respected and nonpartisan group who looked at this, quote, the attacks have effectively destroyed Iran's centrifuge enrichment program. It will be a long time before Iran comes anywhere near the capability it had before the attack. Michael?
All right, John, thank you so much for your reporting.